a new segment on KYETalks, which is called Momtastic Mondays. I am your host, Trupta Nadkarni. So on this digital platform on Momtastic Mondays, we will be speaking with mompreneurs, mothers who are entrepreneurs and very successful indeed. So just how exactly do they manage to, manage the home front and the work front with so much ease? So we're going to find that out. So my very first guest on Momtastic Mondays is Sonal Sharma. She is the co-founder of Boston Byte, which is a software company for the last 12 years. They provide a rich experience of serving their customers and bringing their ideas into reality, and also enabling them to achieve their mission. So we're going to find out more about her on a very new segment called as Momtastic Mondays. So hi Sonal, welcome to the KYE digital platform. So nice to have you here. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Trupta. Thank you for having me here. I'm really great, doing great. Thank you.
So can you please tell us more about Boston Byte and more information about the same?
Sure. So like you told, it's a 12-year-old company, and it's we deal in providing end-to-end solutions to our customers, right from digital strategy to software implementation. So we work in varied domains. We're not just working in one single area. So we work on domains like healthcare, tourism, media and production industry, education, insurance, and whatnot. Wow. So learning new domain for every customer in itself is a challenge. So the biggest motivation for us to start this company was to make the world connected. So we have like a lot of systems at our office, in our home, in our vehicles, but they don't talk to each other. They are like disparate, So we have been creating solutions that can talk to each other, and make the world feel integrated and connected. I don't think that era is far where we have computers helping us in our daily lives as well, So this is what we have been doing in Boston Byte. We have been creating end-to-end solutions, and yes, this is what motivated us to start this venture and go ahead. Right. So yeah, that was about Boston Byte.
Okay, interesting, because I am going to come to my first question. So, and you already mentioned motivation. So please feel free to add more. What was the motivation besides, saying you want to make daily life easy with computers and end-to-end solutions? But would you like to add some more? Like, what was the motivation?
Sure. I think, like I told you, we wanted to see the world connected, and that was our biggest motivation. Back in those days, we had a lot of systems, but they were not talking to each other, and so we thought we should have something where we can merge the systems and make them communicate with each other. So I think that was the biggest motivation for us to start this venture, and there is like a lot to work on this segment, and yes, we are there, almost there.
Right. Awesome. And I can see that because, it's 12 plus years. So obviously you guys are doing a fab job. So, what is it about this field that gives you, wow, like amazing, itna acha laga that we're in the right field, like a sense of accomplishment or a kick, because, this is your own baby, so to speak, considering you're a mompreneur. So this is your other baby. So what is it about this field?
I think the nature of the work. The nature of the work at Boston Byte is really challenging, So we learn our customers, we do our strategy around their business and understand what kind of business they own. Right. And like I also told you, we work on varied domains, like a lot of domains. So learning domains, all these things in itself is a big challenge. So every day is a new learning here. So when you have to switch gears from healthcare to the education industry, you have to quickly switch your gears and start thinking from that perspective. So every day is a new learning at Boston Byte, and I think that's what kicks us, you know. And I want to give you a very classic example, a project which we have recently done, like few months back. So it's a taxi top advertising for the commercial cars for Uber. Okay, yeah. So we developed a digital advertisement platform that will be it's kind of a digital board which will be put on the top of the cars. Okay, so it will help advertisers to display their campaigns on those cars, you know. And those campaigns change when you move from one area to the other area. Yeah. So like if I have to take an example, like if you're moving from Baner, Pune area to Aundh, Pune area, the campaigns would change. Okay. So yeah. Yes, so this we had recently done for a customer. So the fun part in this project was this indeed required a lot of technical knowledge. Of course, you know, the team was just busy doing, but the fun part in this project was testing, you know, to see if what we have developed really works. Right. So we installed these boards on our own cars, and we were just driving around the city to see if it is working and not working. So that was really great. And when this project went live, when this went to the production, so the team had gone to Mumbai, and we actually clicked pictures. It was working, you know, the cars were moving around Mumbai area, and campaigns were changing and all those things. So the team was really happy to see that, you know, something that they have developed is now live. Right. And same was with the customer. I mean, it was like a dream come true for him. Mm-hmm. So all these things and customers' happiness is what keeps us kicking, and all these things keeps us on toes and just, you know, keep moving. So this was just one of the projects that we have done, with like many more like that. But yes. Right. This is what keeps us going. Every day is a new learning, and so that keeps us on toes.
Because your response was great, and it motivates you to keep going.
Exactly. Yeah.
So coming to my next question, with any venture comes its own set of challenges and obstacles. So like in the case of Boston Byte, you know, what were some of the hurdles you have to cross, or the challenges you have to face, or the barriers you broke? Because, you know, being a mompreneur, I'm sure you had to manage the work and the home front. So how was it? Like, what were the challenges?
Well, that's a really good question. And I think we had a lot of struggles. Okay. Yeah. So we were in mid-20s when we started this venture. Okay. So with literally no vast technology experience, no industry contacts, no godfathers, no cash, no family background of business. So it was just our passion, and I think the belief that we can make it happen. So that's how that's how it started. But yes, I mean, so we started with a 2 BHK compact apartment. So it's still there in Sutarbadi. I'm sure you must not have heard about that name. So it was a compact apartment which we converted into office, you know. So the biggest challenge was to hire talent. You know, when we used to have interviews, people will just, you know, look at you with fishy eyes and just the setup. Oh, do I have a future here? Am I going to make something, you know, can I do something here, and all those things. And on the other hand, there were a few guys who joined us. And they're still with us. I'm really glad to say that they're still with us. They've completed decade, still working with us. So those were the guys who were like really passionate about the work. We also, I mean, this old office was near the highway. Okay. So sometimes we had to go to the highway to get the applicants to the office because it wasn't easy to find the location. So those were also the days, like, you know, this is what we did. But then we moved to the other workspaces and things improved. So yeah, this was one of the biggest tough time which we faced. And I think I would say Boston Byte is a technology agnostic company. So we never say no to any technology, okay? So when we don't say no to any technology, we have to be really, upgrading ourselves with new technologies, learn every time, learn new technologies every time, and then keep ourselves updated. So that wasn't easy too, preparing the team for the new technology, making them learn. And so it required a lot of effort and dedication to have flawless deliveries. Okay, so it wasn't easy, and it's still not easy because you're just learning new and new every day. So it's still not easy. So yes, I mean, and yeah, this is again, I would say, one of the other struggles. But I think every failure, every pain gave us a new perspective of looking at things, and we improved over the years. But yes, I mean, yeah, these were the two struggles that we, when we started, we faced all these things. And in fact, there were times when we're just about to go live. It still happens. About to go live, and the code suddenly stops working. Oh my God, what has happened? The code is not working, and this team is just running around and figuring what has happened. So things of that sort happens, and yes, I mean, struggle is every day. But you just need to know, how to just overcome those, and yeah, that's important.
And how was it on the home front?
Home, well, I think time management is the key for women entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And I would say, being a women entrepreneur, we have the flexibility of working. You have flexible working hours. So what I do, I mean, I myself usually I prioritize and organize my needs accordingly. Okay, so that's how I take care of these things. I know it's always a juggle between work, your home, your kids, and at the same time making sure that everything is just perfect. It's a juggle.
Okay.
But then you really need to prioritize things and just keep it going. I was always fascinated by working women, especially mothers. I've grown up seeing my own mother working, and and I must say that mothers are really good in managing and balancing both the ends, profession and the family. So I think it just you just should know the knack of it, and I think it just keeps you going. So yeah, I mean, time management is the key for women entrepreneurs.
Very true. Time management, you said it. So with that, I'm going to come to my next question. Like, at this point, what do you think is needed from you to reach your business goals or your business aspirations at Boston Byte?
Well, things were really looking good, but this COVID-19 has impacted the industry globally, and we were not an exception. But I think I would say that we are really doing good. We're still doing good, but we utilize this time, in figuring out new potential areas,
Okay.
and the team is already gearing up for the same. We were just exploring the uncharted territories and just figuring out how this can be done. So that's one thing. The other, I would say, we really want amazing talent, to join our team. The talent who is really innovative and passionate.
Okay.
So I should tell you one thing, Trupta, like while we interview people here in Boston Byte, we never look at the experience and the education, What we want is just the zeal to work, So yeah, even our interviews are like, do you really want to work? Are you passionate about something, I don't want a typical degree or something. If you're really ready, please come join hands. If you have the zeal to work, we will make you learn whatever it is, but you should just say, yes, I can do it. I would make it happen. So just come and join the team. So that's the kind of talent, we always look for. I have an amazing team. I mean, they're like typical techie guys, or one person knows like multiple languages, and you just have to tell them, and they just switch their gears and start thinking from that perspective. So, I mean, yeah, so we're seriously looking for an amazing talent to join our
Viewers
team.
and listeners, take note, Boston Byte is hiring, so please take note accordingly, and they're looking for
sure, yeah.
somebody who has that zeal and passion. So we think you fit the bill.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So with that, I wanted to ask you, Sonal, how do you think this venture has changed you? What were some of the changes it brought about in you?
That's very, very good question. I think our company's DNA is problem solving, you know.
Okay.
So we do a lot of deep dive exercises, a lot of thinking, you know, thinking from all the angles.
Right.
So I think what this has given me is it has given me a better eye to look at things.
Right.
So when I have to think about something, I think from a lot of perspective, and you know, so that gives a better approach for anything. So yes, I mean, that has given me a better eye to look at the things. And now I think I can wear multiple hats and just get the work going. So so that's a good thing that has happened. And I would also add on one thing here. I was always a people-oriented person, you know. So I make sure that we have a healthy and a happy workplace here at Boston Byte.
Very,
I mean, the organizational culture is really, really important. You should have fun at work. I mean, and that's one key thing that I really focus on. And so as a result, the team bonding here, the leaders have changed. So yes, I've been able to do a lot of things on the culture side as well. So, which is really important in today's time. So
that's wonderful, because it resonates with being a mother as well, right? Like you said, you have to wear multiple hats. You have to do that at home as well with your kids, plus have a good, happy environment. So all
exactly.
kind of plays, you know, in both the work and home. So you just automatically get good at multitasking. So I'm sure it helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
So this brings me to my last question, that what are some of the words of advice or some message that you would like to give to the upcoming and budding entrepreneurs or mompreneurs? You would like to, you know, what would you like to
Yeah, I know everybody says passion, but according to me, perseverance is more important than passion. If I have to talk about the generation today, instead I should say millennials. Everybody looks for instant gratification, you know, things should happen right away. If I have to take an example, they'll just click a picture, put a lot of filters on it, put that on Instagram, Facebook, and they'll check every second, you know, oh, did my like increase? Did anyone else put more comments? They'll just go on, keep on checking. I mean, so that's what I call as instant gratification. I mean, you should hang in there. Things will happen, you know, just don't get, just be patient. You shouldn't be just be there. And so I think instant perseverance is really, really important. And you should love and find happiness in what you're pursuing, instead of just, you know, oh, things are not happening. See, starting venture is not easy. It requires a lot of guts. So you have to really hang in there. The things will happen. So
Amazing.
Passion and perseverance, I would say, is really important for all budding entrepreneurs.
Those are some great words indeed, because, you know, you have to hang in there and keep at it, not, you know, and not give up. That perseverance.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Thank you, Sonal. Those are some great words, and thank you so much for coming on this KYE digital platform on Momtastic Mondays and coming and talking to us. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and we wish you all the best for Boston Byte. And thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you, Trupta. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for having me here. Nice talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.